Good morning. Happy Monday. It is a sunny one here in southeastern Massachusetts. It's still a little cold though. It's like 41, but I'll take it. Anyways, I wanted to get on here real quick and talk about, I know I've been talking a lot about, suffering in Buddhism and how we, bring on more pain by suffering. And one of the things that I'm learning, there's hindrances that we have. The Buddha talks about hindrances. And one of the hindrances that we have, one of the main ones I think, I have, is desire, right? And desire in itself is not a bad thing. I mean, it's a survival thing, right? If we didn't desire foods, we wouldn't eat and we wouldn't get the calories for the energy that we need. If we didn't desire sex, then we wouldn't, procreate, and we wouldn't, we would be extinct. So there are, obviously some benefits to desire. The problem comes when when we cling to desire, right? So we cling to that, those foods, the feelings that we have when we're eating high-calorie, sugary foods, right? Or the constant ruminating about, a relationship, romance, sexual pleasures, whatever it is. When we cling to those feelings, and then when we try to avoid the displeasures, right? Try to avoid the things that we don't like to eat so much, even though they're good for us, or try to avoid, communication or confrontation in a relationship because it may be uncomfortable. So when we cling to any particular emotion or feeling, that's when we suffer. That's when we increase our pain. And so as humans, like I said, our tendency is, desire for survival, but learning how to balance that, learning how to, recognize when you are desiring something and then let it go. Like if you're hungry, recognize you're hungry, and if you're really hungry, to eat something for energy, and to let the desire of continuing that feeling good by continuing to overeat, or eat whatever is handy or around. And of course that comes with some planning, right? So planning what's going to be available to you, planning what your meals are, so you're not just, getting really hungry and then grabbing whatever you have available, which is usually, cookies or something that's not that great for you. I was known for making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches a lot for dinner because, it's quick and easy, or a bowl of cereal, right? Quick and easy. And I get it, it's difficult. Like, cooking for one, it's really difficult. But planning ahead of time, making those meals ahead of time, having those choices available ahead of time. Now, I'm talking about just food, but it can be applied for anything, right? Planning fun times and planning events is great, but also planning time to communicate, to talk, to plan, to figure out maybe a plan together and what it is that you want your future to look like, and what your, I want to say expectations, but I don't. But yeah, you not necessarily expectations like this is what you have to have, but expectations of, what do you foresee the future? What do you wish the hope for the future to be, right? Because you want to be in line. If you're in a relationship with someone, you want to be in line with that. If you want to have children, and you see in your future children, and your partner does not, then that can cause a major conflict, and maybe something that you need to talk about, either resolve or decide that maybe the relationship isn't meant to be because you want two different things. Not easy choices, not easy decisions. And that's why a lot of times we avoid these things, right? We avoid these conversations because they don't feel good. We avoid conversations that we have to resolve past issues. If we're ending a relationship, going through a divorce, and still have to communicate to some capacity and working things out. Maybe you have children and you have to communicate in that manner. It can be very, very challenging. A lot of times we try to avoid. So the desire to cling to pleasure, which is unrealistic, right? Nothing lasts. We talk about that. I've talked about that before. Impermanence, right? Everything changes, and that trying to avoid the things that aren't as pleasurable. Anyways, I hope this has helped you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember to let the people that you love know that you love them. Send them that text. Give them a call. Give them a great big hug every chance you get. Shout out to my dad. He's not feeling too well right now, and I love him and I miss him. Can't wait till he comes back to Massachusetts. And if you like my videos, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Follow me, Facebook, Instagram, Recovery Enthusiast, or Doreen Cunha. Check out my website, recoveryenthusiast.com. And until next time, guys, stay blessed. Peace.